Hey everybody, I am back again with the CleanerVinyl Easy 6 Ultrasonic record cleaning system with my PS30A Ultrasonic that I bought to go with it on Amazon. Just wanted to update my previous impressions because I've been playing with this a little bit more and figured out a few things about getting it to work a little bit better. So, first of all, as I noted in my previous video about this, the solution that I had prepared was a little bit too concentrated relative to the recipe that I had been trying to work from due to a miscalculation of the total volume of fluid I was making. So, long story short, we've diluted the fluid just a little bit more, so it's a tiny bit thinner. Also, we've increased the temperature to 35 degrees. As you can see, the heater there is maintaining a 35 degree temp in the bath. The other aspects that are relevant here is we're running the ultrasonic a little bit longer, 15 minutes instead of 10, and we're using the slowest spinning setting available on the motor, as some folks have claimed to get better results with this, and I can confirm that it seems to work much better with my records. Part of the reason for starting out with lower temperatures and the higher motor speed is a lot of, I guess, speculation online that there is a damage to the records or a loss of high frequencies and detail on the record if it's cleaned too harshly. So some people say that it's a little too much to spin it that slowly or for that length of time or at this temperature. With that being said, there are a lot of other people who think that this method is just fine and actually more ideal, and I am not one of those people because it seems to work far better here. The other thing I wanted to point out is that if we're cleaning dirtier vinyl, we're going to go with 3 records on the spandrel, but this is an Easy 6 system, so if I've been the only owner of the record and taken pretty good care of it, we'll clean 6 at a time. But if this is a record that's been used and perhaps owned by some less than totally scrupulous scoundrel who didn't take as good care of it, then I think that having fewer records in the bath will increase the power delivered to each record and therefore the cleanliness of those records. Because I don't want to do any extra damage to the records, I'm not going to do any more play tests on records that are dirty, but for that purpose you can go to lots of other YouTube channels where people have demonstrated the effects of ultrasonic cleaning, and I will say I'm now getting results similar to theirs. Also, I don't believe that the speaker here on the iPhone, or at least the microphone on the iPhone that I'm shooting this on, is going to do a very good job of capturing the full detail that we're trying to demonstrate. So I would refer you to some of those other videos, but I will say that at this point, I can say unequivocally that this system is very effective. It's not very, very cheap, but it is a reasonable way to dip your toes into the world of ultrasonic cleaning and to protect the very large investment that you make in your vinyl collection. To me, it just comes down to not wanting to make another upgrade to a turntable or a stylus just to more accurately hear the sound of the needle tracking gunk in the bottom of the groove. So let's get that gunk out, and then we can focus on upgrading the system from there. All right, I am going to try and capture a little bit of the cavitation bubbles that we can now see forming with this new method around the surface of the record. I probably won't be able to talk over that part because it's relatively loud, and I've been told that I should give a warning to anyone wearing headphones for this portion that could be relatively loud in the video. So I'm going to drop these guys into the bath. They are relatively dirty, and we will see how it goes. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm about to switch the ultrasonic on. Again, warning that this is going to be loud, but I just want to make sure that you guys see what the fluid's like with it off, and then watch for some bubbles that look like a little bit of a fine mist appearing around the surface of the record. Okay, here we go. Okay, and you can see some larger bubbles too tracking along some of those grooves underneath the water there. I think that the motion from the filter really helps you see that swirling of that little fine mist of bubbles. But this was not happening initially on that first record that I cleaned, so I think we had a less robust response on that one. Finally, the other thing I wanted to point out is that when this process is finished, I'm just letting the records drip dry for a minute now, rather than using the fan, and then taking them straight over to the nitty-gritty and gently brushing in just a couple of drops of Mobile Fidelity Super Record Wash to both sides and vacuuming out the fluid. So that should do an even better job of removing any little particles that the ultrasonic may have loosened up for us. Well, that is everything I have learned about ultrasonic cleaning so far. If anything else comes up, I will be sure to update everyone. But for now, I can say that this product is one that I would recommend for anyone who is even a little bit serious about the sound of vinyl and playing it. It is an immediate sonic upgrade for the whole collection. And it will protect the investment that you're making now in the vinyl. If they're properly cared for like this, with a vacuum cleaner and an ultrasonic, they can last for many, many years and help you get the most out of whatever other upgrades you might be making in the future. All right, folks, if you have questions or if there's something else you'd like to know about it, you can post that in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.